I'm here today with this KAMRUI N150 Mini PC. They claim it's a powerful, compact solution for various computing needs. Their words, not mine. It's got a Twin Lake N150 processor with 4 cores and 4 threads. It claims a 3.6 gigahertz turbo boost with 6 megabytes of smart cache. I've got it open here, and this is OCCT. This is a benchmarking tool. I've had this going for 6 days now, and just doing 24-hour runs, stress testing it. I know you get some glare up here. Give me 1 second and we'll fix that. So you can see I've got the CPU package running at about 90 Celsius right now. And again, I've been doing this for almost 6 days. I've just been going through the various tests. I've yet to actually get it to detect an error when I'm stress testing it like this. And it has been at 82 to 90 Celsius for the majority of that time. Sometimes it takes me a half hour to come back and restart another 24-hour test because I kind of mix things up. But I mean, it's handling it like a champ. There's 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM. It's got a 512 gigabyte M.2 SSD in this model. And we're gonna go back out to the menu. So see, I've been running all these different tests on it. I've run benchmarks in various software. Here we have Cinebench. I mean, it's not gonna be a top performer. It's definitely a mini PC. It does all right. Comes in the bottom here on this test in Cinebench, and here's some past ones I've done in OCCT. It's got Intel graphics on it, a little onboard graphics chip. But while we're talking about the graphics, I will take a look at Minecraft here in a little bit. It plays Minecraft pretty well. I was surprised. So like, who's this for, right? This is gonna be for your kid that needs a little computer for their bedroom and you don't wanna spend a lot of money and you don't wanna take up a lot of room. This is for someone that's doing like general office work and stuff. That said, it's a pretty capable little machine. I was pretty impressed. I honestly expected it to break, to die when I've been doing all these stress tests and stuff. And things surprised me like a lot. I 100% thought it would cook itself. When it got to 70 Celsius during one test, I was like, oh, yeah, this thing's gonna eat itself. And then I ran it at 90 Celsius for, 4.5, 5 days of that 6-ish that I've been testing it, and it doesn't care. The top gets a little bit warm to the touch, but it seems to vent the heat pretty well. Obviously, you wouldn't want to run it like that for a very long time, but it was a pretty good stress test. I feel pretty confident in this thing. It's significantly cheaper than a lot of stuff you would get for its size. Obviously, it's not like a new Mac Mini or whatever, but it's good for what it intends to be. So pros, it's real small. It's got like a what's it called, Versa mount or whatever, so you can mouse it to the back of a monitor. It doesn't have any USB-C, which, I mean, come on, it's 2025. But it does have, I think, 4 USB-As on it. We'll look at that in a minute. At the end of the video, I will unplug it and we'll just kind of go through it. It's got a headphone jack, HDMI out. It's got the power button right there on the front, not on the bottom like the new Mac Mini. The cons, there's very limited upgradability for the storage and stuff. Pretty much this thing is going to stay exactly how it is when you buy it. Also, it doesn't have tons of performance. While it will run Minecraft all right without any mods or anything, you're not going to play any other games, really. I'd never got any stuttering at Minecraft. I went all the way down to the bedrock and stuff in it and encountered a bunch of mobs and did a bunch of stuff. And, I handled it pretty good, but it's not a gaming machine or anything. It is what it is. Personally, for me, I'm probably going to use it for some projects. I'm not really good with Linux and stuff, so I try to stay away from the RPIs. While we're on the subject of Linux, I did try to do both Mint on here and Debian. Come at me. I don't care how you say it. People say it 15 different ways. The only problem I ran into was the Intel graphics. I could not change the resolution. I messed with Mint for an hour or two trying to figure out, could I find drivers? Could I do this? Could I do that? Change kernels and stuff. Again, Linux really isn't my strong suit. That's why I went with Mint first. I have some experience with Debian like 10, 15 years ago, but it was not wanting to let me go off of a very old school resolution, which made it almost impossible to use. So just intend to use this with Windows. That said, it did come with Windows on it. I imagine it's just some OEM key or something. I haven't really looked into it too much. And it runs whatever the newest Windows is, 11, I guess. I'm more and more on Mac these days, so don't use Windows a whole lot. But, you know, everything's responsive. It's fine. It boots up pretty quick. You can't go into the BIOS. The BIOS is really locked down. There's not a lot of settings. You can disable things like secure boot and things like that. You can change the boot order. So if you wanted to put, you know, Linux on a dual boot or whatever. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Let me go ahead and show you what Minecraft looks like. We're going to try to capture it with OBS and see if it can handle that. So yeah, let's figure that out. So we're back in the dark here. I am pressing install on OBS right now. It's extracting. I will say one thing, it really slows down when you like try to unzip a RAR or something. The processor definitely isn't ideal for that. It's still extracting. It's at 78%. Like, I legitimately was surprised by this thing. I expected it to be just some junk, and it definitely has use. I was really surprised how well it did Minecraft. I had a computer that I was using Minecraft for that was probably 15 years old, and I removed everything from it and was just playing Minecraft on it, and it was bogged down pretty bad. And it had like a top-of-the-line graphics card for when that computer was new. This thing, like, I just installed Minecraft and expected it to be stuttery and bad, and it was pretty decent. It actually does it better than my M1 MacBook Pro, which I was pretty surprised about. So it's installed. We're going to launch OBS now. It was pretty quick. It was about a minute. Not lightning fast, but, you know, a minute to install something is not too terrible. Let me set up OBS and we'll be back, and I'll go ahead and show you Minecraft. Okay, so I've got it set up. I have the launcher open, but I haven't started it yet, and we're starting the recording. We're going to click play, and I'm just going to leave this real time because I want you to see, like, you know, how fast it is. Minecraft is preparing. Do you guys use anything like this? Let me know in the comments. I want to use this for a project. Again, like I said, I'm not good with Linux, so using a Raspberry Pi is never really, you know, something that seems well suited for my skill set. I need to tinker there, but I don't really have the time. So it is now launching. That was, what, about 38 seconds? It did take a while to launch Minecraft. A few times I've done it, so we'll see here. But what kind of project should I use this for? I was thinking kind of making, like, working this into one of my radio battery boxes, so then I have like a pretty legit computer in the field. I have some of those small LCD monitors and stuff I could use. There we go. Let's make this full screen. We're at 1 minute 6 seconds to get Minecraft open. Oh no, we don't want to play multiplayer. We want to play single player. I'm going to go into my new world. And it's loading. As you can see on the screen, we're at 100%. Minute and 21 to get to loading terrain. And there we are. Unfortunately, it's nighttime. It is going a little choppy as we first get into it. That's probably OBS running, though, doing the capture. Normally, it's not this choppy, I promise. Yeah, there's a stupid zombie following me. Great. Well, I'm going to wait for this to go to day, and then we'll come back. Okay, we're back here. I will say when I stopped the recording, it took about 15 seconds for OBS to do it. Let's start the recording again. I mean, it does start immediately. The sun is coming up in Minecraft. Let me get myself out of this. And yeah, let's go back over here. Like, I really like Minecraft. It's like a drug, man. I used to play a ton. I used to moderate. Sorry, guys, it's early and I'm having caffeine now. I used to moderate a Minecraft server, and it was fun. Oop, there's a creeper. Get away. So I actually started a bunch of tunneling down here the other day, but I got blown up. I stayed here because there's a beehive, and I wanted to get that honey, and then I realized, oh man, I'm playing way too much Minecraft. So I tunneled straight down here. If I went down there, I would die. But you get the idea. Like, it's running Minecraft great, especially now that OBS has kind of got going and started its stuff. And let's let this creeper blow us up over here, and we'll call it a wrap there. And then we'll go ahead and take this thing and unhook it and look at it and show you all the I/O and stuff. Come at me, bro. Oh, he didn't even kill me. I came close. I forgot I turned mob damage way down. Anyway, you get the idea there. So let me stop this. Quit title. As you can see here, we'll do this in real time. Stop recording. Probably be a little bit quicker now. Yep, it was quicker because Minecraft wasn't running. So it can run OBS and do Minecraft at the same time. Like, that's pretty good for what this thing is. So real quick here, let me look at my notes about the product. As far as the graphics and display, like I said, it's the Intel UHD Graphics on board. They'll run Minecraft, but you know, you can watch movies and stuff. Now, it will support up to dual 4K displays via HDMI 2.0 and DP 1.4. We'll look at those ports in a second. And then it does have USB 3.2 times 2 and USB 2.0 times 2. I'm assuming the 2.0 are on the back. HDMI 2.0, DP 1.4, and then it has an Ethernet jack, 3.5 millimeter audio jack. The Ethernet is Gigabit. I'm not using, I'm just using the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi works fine, but I'm also 5 feet from the router. And then it does have Bluetooth. Pretty much everything does anymore. It is 3.96 by 3.96 inches with 1.57 inches of height. For millimeters, I don't know, guys. You got to figure that out for yourself. But yeah, like the cooling, again, we'll look at it when I unplug it here in a minute. I'm uploading the video to my Google Drive from the OBS, so we're just killing some time. But the cooling's pretty great. At first I thought it was passive, but there's definitely a fan when it starts to get hot. And yeah, real world applications, I would say, you know, web browsing, some office stuff, really light gaming like Minecraft or maybe, you know, something even less demanding, streaming stuff, YouTube, Netflix, whatever. And yeah, maybe some like video conferencing. If you just needed a little tiny machine in an office or something, this would probably be great. Hook it up to a webcam and, you know, Bob's your uncle. Classrooms would probably benefit from something like this. Or, you know, just a kid. You use the mount to put it on the back of a monitor. It comes with the mount and, you know, you just plug in your keyboard and mouse and you're ready to go. So yeah, I'm done uploading to my Google Drive. So let me unplug this and I'll show it to you in a little bit better detail. So slight tangent. This is my Syracuse keycaps. This is the first generation ones. I want to check out the second generation ones sometimes. The first generation are kind of less than desirable. But anyway, those are just ceramic keycaps. So here is the device itself. Let me unplug my mouse thing so I don't forget it. And yeah, I mean, you get this little sticker and stuff I haven't removed, but probably pretty easy to remove that one. Maybe not so much these three. And on the front, you just have your USB and your audio jack. It's the blue, so it's what, the 3.0 or whatever, 3.2, what did I say? I will say it had this sticker that said, for faster setup, avoid LAN initially. Connection might trigger long updates, delaying desktop access. When I first plugged this in and connected it to the Wi-Fi, it did take like an hour and a half to do all the updates. So maybe if you're in a hurry, listen to that. But obviously you want to do those updates. So you got your HDMI, you got your digital display port, you get your 2 USB on the back, you get your little barrel jack that comes with the power adapter. You do have the adequate ventilation there on the bottom. You've got the little brackets, the little threads for the mount. And then here you have what I thought originally was passive cooling. But there's a fan in there, and it does, you know, it's getting air from both sides, the bottom, and then you're exhausting here out the top. And it does look kind of neat. It's got like that little, I'm assuming, fake copper look. I'm not too interested in taking this apart right now, because I'm imagining I'm going to have to take those feet off and stuff, and more than I really want to dig into. But yeah,